We're joined by Citadel student athletes Sola Adebisi and Christian Moore. Let's start with the pronunciation. Sola Adebisi, yes? Okay. Why the Citadel? Why did you guys choose to play college basketball in Charleston?
So I personally chose the Citadel because I personally thought the military aspect would be very helpful for me. My father actually played in the Southern Conference against Coach Conroy, so he had heard a lot about the Citadel just from being there, just from playing there and stuff like that, and especially playing against Coach. He knew the type of coach and person Coach Conroy was, and he was one of the main deciding factors actually. And once I got down to my visit on campus, I honestly couldn't say no.
Yeah, for me, after I graduated from Florida State, I was just trying to find somewhere that was like a good home for me and a good academic school, and then also somewhere where I could flourish basketball-wise. So Coach Conroy hit me up when I was in the portal, and everything seemed about right, so I chose the Citadel.
Where did your dad play?
My dad played at Furman.
And he knew Coach Conroy through that?
Yes, they actually played against each other.
And had they maintained a relationship?
Well, they had not. So when we got down to my official visit, they were talking over dates and stuff like that, and they realized they were there at the same time. And my dad had actually showed me a newspaper article with him and Coach Conroy in it together, and that was pretty exciting. So
that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Are the things that Coach Conroy teaches you familiar to your dad? Does he see kind of like looking back at his playing days to some similarities?
Well, yes. Everyone we've talked to, especially Coach Conroy's old teammates, just talk about how rugged of a player he was, how I wouldn't use the word dirty, but like if there was a loose ball, he was going to come up with it. And he tries to instill that same stuff within us. So it definitely does show up.
What is it about him, Coach Conroy, that you gravitated towards?
I just think it's like his passion. Like he's so intense during practice and everything, and just trying to get the best out of us that he tries to make all of us the best basketball player we can all be.
I would say more just his authenticity. Like he harps on what he believes, and he wouldn't have us do something that he wouldn't do himself. So it's just knowing that like if we want to go to war for him, he would go to war for us. So that's just what for me.
Is there something kind of helpful in that he played at the Citadel, so he's been through it?
I would definitely say there is, like especially with the Corps Cadets aspect. It definitely is helpful knowing that he's been through the same stuff. That he's been through the same stuff as we have. So as an older guy in the Corps, I try to help the younger guys, but he helps me because he's done things that I have never done as well.
The situation for you guys, though, is quite different, right? As a grad student, you don't go through some of the things. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So what is that dynamic like? Some people on the team are going through this very regimented military routine, and others aren't. What is that like to have differences?
Well, it's definitely a little bit different, but I believe it's different for the good reasons. It adds a different kind of perspective. Like, while some of us are going through like the Corps regiment, these guys are like getting in early, getting shots up. So when we walk in, we see them getting shots up, and then we join them, and they're already warmed up, and they can help push us. It's definitely a good thing having a nice balance. Like these guys are very helpful with certain things like that, especially with our freshmen. Like these guys they're always looking out for us. Like just because they're not necessarily a part of the Corps doesn't mean that they're not aware of the military stuff going on and very respectful of it. So I think all of our off-campus guys do a really good job.
Yeah, and I would say especially in my second year, I've seen a lot more of what they go through every day. So I always try to look out for them as much as I can, whether I just come to campus to hang out with them or try to get stuff for them anytime.
What does your day look like? Just tomorrow, the next day, the day after, just what does the day look and feel like?
It definitely like the word you use, regimented. It definitely instills a lot of discipline in us. Like we're up every single morning at a certain time, not too early. We're up at about like 7:30, 7:45, and just hanging out with our companies. And then we go to class, and then we go to practice, and then weights, and then pretty much our day is done. And we have the rest of the day to do study halls, get extra shots up. So it's not too much different from the regular college life, except for like here 2 formations here and there. But like I said, it's not too much different.
How cool is living in Charleston?
It's pretty nice. All the food is really good, and you got a beach about 20, 30 minutes away at all times. So I enjoyed it a lot, honestly.
Charleston's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big city kid, but Charleston works.
Do you guys have a Coach Conroy impersonation?
I think Christian might. I don't know.
I'm not the best at it, but he does get really fired up. He fires me up, especially like we'll be in a practice and someone will miss a loose ball, and then he'll roll one out to himself and he'll go get it. And we're all like, this guy, if he can do it, we can do it. So.
You wear number 1, you're number 8. Is there a significance to those numbers?
Do you have one?
Yes, there is. Just throughout high school, I've always worn number 1, and then when I got to I transferred boarding school. So when I got to boarding school at Northfield Mount Herman, the person who wore number 1 was the culture carrier. He was the guy that, like, if any alumni walked in the gym, they would look at who number 1 was, and that's someone who I try to be. I didn't earn number 1 there, but here I try my best to earn it every single day.
So last year I was wearing number 3, and that was significant because I have 2 brothers. So for me, it was like the 3 of us. But I changed my number to number 8 this year to kind of honor my dad because his birthday is August 8th. So number 8 is special to me.
Your story is unique. You went to Florida State, correct me if I'm wrong on this, and were not a student athlete, right? Can you take us through that journey to where you are now?
Yeah, so my first year was fall 2020 during COVID, and I had planned to walk onto the team, but because of COVID, I wasn't able to do anything. And my sophomore year, I'd started working with the women's team, and I was on the scout team. And from there, they helped me get on to the men's team my junior year. So my junior and senior year, I was a walk-on at Florida State. And then from there, Coach Hamilton said he would help me find a scholarship. And once I graduated, he helped me find a scholarship, and now I'm here.
So you went how many years between playing meaningful minutes?
From my senior year of high school, so 2020 to last year, so about 4 years. Yeah.
Was that a tough adjustment?
Yeah, it definitely was. Because I hadn't played in such a long time. At first, it was definitely a little weird. But I would say once we got into conference play, like, everything started to feel a lot more familiar. So this year it should be a lot better.
What was the summer like? You guys had a tough year last year, but it's a completely different group now. You knew you would be playing for a second straight year. What was the summer like?
The summer was definitely a lot different than last year. Like last year, we had a lot of new parts. This year, of course, we do, but we have a lot more returners, a lot more experience. So this summer I wouldn't use the word more relaxed. I would say we were more focused, just because we had guys there to set a standard to help out the new guys with what they didn't know yet. So it was definitely, especially with our trip to Costa Rica, that helped us bond a lot. We had a few extra practices, so we were in a really good position when we left the summer.
Mm-hmm.
What was Costa Rica like?
No, it was great. It was great. So our first 3 days, we were in San Jose, I believe. So we played 2 games there, and then from there we went to a resort in Guanacaste, and that was a lot more team bonding time. So, yeah.
Tell me something about you guys. It could be you personally, or it could be Citadel basketball. It could be somebody else on the team that we don't know.
What do you think?
Something that we don't know. Something about someone on the team. Keenan Davis has a lot of special talents. He's a great singer, great dancer.
A great dancer. Yeah. Same with Jimmy too.
Yeah.
Jimmy Heck.
And like our big man Simeon, he's really good at a lot of stuff. Like he's really good at a lot of stuff.
He's a good locker room guy. He likes to talk a lot, so he gets conversation flowing a lot.
What does he talk about?
Anything.
He's also a world-renowned driver as well, like cars. So
yeah, he's a big car guy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You guys got any superstitions?
No, not really. Not me.
I have a lot of random ones that just a lot of random ones.
Let's hear them.
Give
us a couple favorites.
just throw one out there.
So this one happened. I tore my ACL my freshman year. So every single morning before every practice, I have to do a certain lift before every practice, and if I don't do the lift, I won't practice. Like I literally would, like I will show up like sometimes like 10 minutes late to practice. Let's say I have a class, like I have to do this lift every single time. That's not really more of a superstition, but because I don't really have to do it anymore, but just like every single day that I've done it, I haven't got hurt, so I just keep doing it.
I'm sure they love when you're late to practice.
Nah, I'm like, where's Christian? I was like, oh, he's in the weight room. They're like, oh, all right, well. So
I mean, that's fine. We'd rather have him do that than tear his ACL again. So
fair enough. What's it like playing in the Southern Conference?
I mean, last year it was obviously my first year in the Southern Conference, and Coach Conway over the summer he kept on telling us like it's a high 3-point shooting league. I didn't really understand what that meant until we got into conference play, and every team is shooting about 50% of their shots from three. So one thing about the SoCon is you have to guard the 3-point line pretty well. So
I would say just the size. Like every team has a good amount of bigs. This year I think Simeon's really going to help us compete down there. Cassius, all of our guys. So I'm really excited about this year. Just with our size.
Are there any teams that you particularly enjoy playing against?
Yeah, Furman, especially because one of my teammates at Florida State, Tom House, like we were teammates at Florida State for 2 years, and now he's at Furman, so I enjoy playing against them.
Yeah, Furman's probably my pick too. My dad comes to the game like last year. He had a whole bunch of his teammates there.
Who do they cheer for?
Well, they're all wearing Furman gear, but every time they would also cheer for me a little bit. So
your dad wouldn't cheer for the Citadel?
No, my dad would definitely cheer.
Just
for the
his buddies cheer for
Yes,
Furman.
yes.
I got you.
So they all sit next to him, make fun of him every time something goes wrong. But it's a good environment.
What about VMI? Is there a rivalry?
Yeah, I really enjoyed playing at VMI last year as well. I don't know if I'd say it's a rivalry since we lost both games last year, but yeah, I enjoy playing against VMI.
I enjoy playing against VMI as well. Like they get their core in it, we get ours. So it's definitely a little bit of a rivalry. So it will be this year.
Awesome.